Hello, my name is Exabu, and this is Unity of Command 2 Barbarossa DLC Bryansk mission on hard. 1, 2, 3. Right, so I'm a simple bloke. I see Mad Dash in the briefing, and so by God, will we have a Mad Dash in this one. Actually, Bryansk, in my opinion, is one of the easiest missions in all of Barbarossa DLC, and yes, it's actually on Classic. It was one of 2 missions that I actually finished on my first try, and yeah, the other one was Yat Kosota, which is kind of considerably more difficult on hard. Bryansk isn't. Actually, it took me, I think, 2 tries to complete it on perfectly, and I think my first try just made a stupid mistake and decided to restart it and just not worry about it, because it's still easy. It's one of the easiest missions, if not the easiest mission of the entire DLC, and there's very little to talk about. So essentially, you have this army group, a panzer group, tank group, and you just send it. You just send it towards Orel and Bryansk, and just not worry about supplies. Who needs supplies? Come on, stop that. No, nobody needs supplies. Just need to attack and take ground and everything, and that's what you do. Like, screw those Soviets. They'll try to cut you off and everything. It doesn't matter. Like, you need to get to your objectives. And that's pretty much the name of the game. You will get to the supplies a bit later. But you really need to get the Soviets away from the supplies. And that's one of the ways. Yeah, you take Soviet supply hubs. And now, by the way, everything west of Orel is cut off. So you need to take that, to block that railway so that the Soviets don't get anything around Bryansk and you can actually take it on time. At the same time, as you can see, all of the other objectives are pretty much undefended. Orel is free, Tula is going to be free, so they're going to bring in that cavalry division, and they will bring some reinforcements there in that area as well, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. You'll long have a tank division sitting there. By the time those reinforcements come. Kursk is slightly more complicated, but not by a lot. You'll just kick that guy out and forget about it. One thing that I recommend you not to do around Bryansk is to be too aggressive with your infantry, because the Soviets, as you can see, the Soviets have serious units in there, like that tank division. It's got one star of experience. It's got that tank specialist step, and yeah, they can deal a lot of damage, and all the other units are decent as well. So the AI in this actually playthrough, it doesn't show, but in my classic playthrough, my classic successful playthrough, the one and only, right? So I actually lost, I think, 1 division there because I got too cocky right from the start and just went into Bryansk and pushed through pretty far, especially since, well, classic doesn't give the Soviets any bonuses in combat, so it's pretty easy. It was pretty easy, but then they counterattack. The Soviet AI is very zealous about that area, and yeah. So make sure you kind of time it. You time your attack, your assault in the west, your assault in Bryansk in the west, because it's kind of necessary there. To your tanks cutting the supply of Bryansk and, well, essentially approaching it from the other side. And now, as you can see, it's turn 4. Bryansk is mine, Tula is mine, Orel is mine. It's the only objective left is Kursk. So that horde around Bryansk is, well, ripe for the taking, pretty much. It's going to be next turn. They can't do anything. They can't stop me. And yes, I will just spend some time collecting experience. And I think, yeah, it's just on the one hand, it's very easy, and it's kind of it's a big contrast from the kinds of missions you get at this point in the DLC. At the same time, I believe it's not that bad. If it was all incredibly difficult missions, it would have been all right, I guess, but I think it's a good change of pace. Sometimes it's nice to have it easy, right? And I think it was I actually don't know how it was in real life, like these maneuvers, how they transpired. Not entirely sure, but so I don't know if there was the deliberate decision by the scenario makers to actually make this mission easy, or whether it was something that actually was caused by the actual disposition and availability of troops in real life. I don't know, but it's really nice to have such a relatively easy or very easy mission or like this late in the DLC. So I actually talked about it in my last cracking video, which has already thankfully come out, and yeah, so I really enjoyed it, because the rest of the missions, like if you look at the last 6 missions of the DLC, all of them are either difficult or like smallish, but still have problems, or you need nice die rolls, or they have something you need to figure them out. This one, like, yeah, you just went in, you just use your normal Blitzkrieg deep operations approach. You break through and just run as far as you can, because you will effectively starve the defending forces if they are not very mobile or flexible in their defense, and these guys are not flexible in their defense. All right, I think at this point it's just me mopping up all of the Soviet troops for experience. As you can see, the mission itself is over. You know what? I'll keep it playing a little bit more so that you can see the reinforcements the Soviets get. So I think it was on turn 5. But you will also see that they're not going to change anything at all. And I also, by the end of this mission, I actually went and attacked them to get some more experience. Even though some of those divisions were, I think at least one of those divisions was at maximum experience at that point. So as you can see, so the Soviets add 3 more divisions, and like pretty strong ones also, and including a cavalry division, but I found them to be very passive there. Then don't try to block your supply lines. They don't try to do anything, like really nothing in terms of serious shenanigans. And so yeah, like sending those tank divisions to intercept those Soviet reinforcements, like it's not absolutely strictly necessary. I will get some experience from them, but otherwise, yeah, don't worry about it. You can actually, at this point, I was already prompted to end this mission. And so the mission ends, and this video ends too. Cheers.